Before I discuss linear programming by simplex method in our lessons number 4 and 5, you need to recall this concept first. Or if this is your first time to learn this, so I will teach you this first because it will help you to understand or easy perform linear programming simplex method as we proceed in our real lessons. So let's study this Gauss-Jordan Elimination method. This is a process of elimination because we have a common elimination method to find the value of the variables. But this is a special one, Gauss-Jordan Elimination. It is a method of solving a linear programming of equations. This is done by transforming the system's augmented matrix into reduced row echelon form by means of row operation. So in here, you may see the following terms. So we have linear system of equations. So we know a system is a group of equations or inequalities. Okay? And then augmented matrix. Another term here, we have reduced row echelon form or REF, and we have row operations. What are those or what are these? First, augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is a matrix form of linear system of equations obtained from the coefficient matrix as shown below. It is created by adding an additional column for the constants on the right of the equal signs. The new column is set apart by a vertical line. So given a system of equations, we have two equations to form a system. So the augmented matrix of this, a matrix is an array of numbers into rows and columns. Okay? So the numbers inside a matrix are called entries. So ang gagawin nyo lang pag sinabing augmented matrix, i-separate nyo lang lahat ng numerical coefficients, even the constant dun sa variables. So kinapi ko yung 2, -3, tapos 8, 4, 5, 1. Yan lang. Then reduced row echelon form of a matrix is a kind of matrix wherein you will set all your entries into zeros and 1. Kumbaga yung mga entry, papababain mo yung value na dapat may mga zeros or 1. For properties of a matrix in RREF, each row contains only zeros until the first non-zero element will be 1. Okay, let's say for example, this one, first row. Can you see? Meron siyang 0 dito. Even second row, may 0 pa rin. Even third row, may 0 pa rin. Okay? Hanggang daw, ang maging first non-zero element mo will be 1. Look at this. In our first row, we have 1 here. Then in here also, after 0, we have a 1. And then the rest, you change to 1. And you will do row operations later. Then, second property, the elements in line with 1, which is the first column, first row, must be zeros. Ayan. So let's say, for example, this one in the first row. So ito yung nasa first column, first row. Yung nakahilera sa kanya, nung kasunod niya, 0. Even nasa baba niya, 0 pa rin. So ganun ang ibig sabihin niya, yung property number 2. Dapat ang kasunod doon ng 1, ang kahilera niya, either 0, pwede rin namang pababa or by column, zeros din. Then third property, the entries above and below the first one in each row must all be zeros. Like what I'm saying. Look at this one. In our first row, first column. In line with this, 0, and then below, zeros. So that's the concept of reduced row echelon form. They are the properties of this RREF of a matrix. So in order for us to have a reduced row echelon form, we need to apply row operations. And we have 3 operations. First one, exchanging or trading rows. Okay. Kasi, in linear programming or in reduced row echelon form, ito kasi yung target natin, to have this kind of matrix para makapag-solve tayo ng value ni x, y, z. Pag more than 2 variables yung isa-solve nyo, applicable itong row operations. Na let's say, for example, dapat ganito yung pattern mo, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then, there is a broken line here going downward, and then there is a value of x here, y, and z. So, ganito dapat yung pattern na dapat nating ma-form. So, first, dapat yung leading entry nyo, first row, first column, dapat maging 1. And this is our given. Ito yung first operation. Pwede ka daw mag-exchange ng rows. Pag magpapalit ka ng row, lahat ng entry doon, sasama mo. Going up, going down. So, kung makikita nyo dito sa ating original given at the left side, kailangan maging 1 ito. So, paano natin siya gagawing 1? Yung 0. So, kung makikita nyo sa second row, may 1 doon. So, pwede nating pagpalitin yung row 1 saka row 2. So, this is row 1, row 2, row 3. Okay? So, exchanging rows, writing like this, row 1 exchange with row 2. So, it means yung entry ng row 2, which are 1, 0, 2, negative 3, napunta na siya sa row 1. And then yung entry ng row 1, which are 0, 1, 4, 7, napunta sa row 2. So, it means I obtained already what I want to obtain, which is 1 here in our first column, first row. Okay? Next one. Also, you can apply this row operation, multiplying a row by a non-zero scalar. So, itong ginagamit ito, itong rule na ito, if we want to make an entry 1. Okay? To make an entry 1. Let's say, for example, this one. This is our given. And then, look at this. We have here negative 2. And I want this to become 1. So, like in this one. So, paano siya magiging 1 katulad nito? So, we can multiply a non-zero scalar. When we say scalar can be a fraction, whole number, basta hindi siya pwede maging 0. Okay? So, in here, I have negative 2. Where will I multiply negative 2 to become positive 1? So, ko siya imumultiply para maging 1. So, imumultiply ko siya sa negative 1/2. Tama? Nasang row ito? Negative 2. Nasa row 3. Okay? Then yung negative 1/2, fixed value siya. So, it should be visible. So, magiging 1 na siya. So, anong ginawang formula? So, ang ginawa, row 3 multiplied by negative 1/2. So, ito yung formula niya, negative 1/2 times row 3. Or negative, o kaya negative 1/2, ayan. Row 3 divided by negative 1/2 or just negative 2. Or negative R3 divided by 2. Pag in-apply mo tong formula na to, na negative 1/2 times row 3, hindi lang yung negative 2 ang mababago. Di ba? We're targeting this negative 2 to become 1. Even all the entries in this row, mababago siya. Kasi pag sinabing row operation, by row ang computation. Lahat ng entry, though ang target mo lang isang entry, lahat sila kasama sa computation. You will apply the same formula. So it means, yung 4 dito, yung 4, yung 0, yung negative 1/2, negative 2, sorry, then 6, imumultiply nyo lahat sa negative 1/2. So example, 4 times negative 1/2, so negative 2. 0 times negative 1/2, 0 pa rin. Then negative 2 times negative 1/2, yun, naging 1 na. Ito yung target natin. Then 6 times negative 1/2, negative 3. So yun ang sagot. Another row operation that you can perform, adding a scalar multiple of one row to another row. Ito yung ginagamit naman to have an entry 0. So pag gusto nyo magkaroon ng 0. Example, this first column, look at this. Kailangan kong magkaroon ng column na 1, 0, 0. Dito sa last row, negative 2. So, paano ko gagawing 0 yung negative 2? Kasi, based on our pattern above, here, ang kailangan ko magkaroon ng 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So, paano natin gagawing 0 yung negative 2? So, ito nga yung mag-a-apply ka ng two operations. Either plus times or minus times. Okay? So, negative 2. Saan ko siya ipa-plus? Or anong gagawin ko para maging 0 siya? Saan ko siya ipa-plus or ima-minus para maging 0? So, pag negative yung given mo, dapat plus. Ipa-plus ko siya sa 2 para magkaroon ako ng 0. Okay? So, ano ba yung kino-compute ko na row? Row 3. So, pag row 3, doon ka mag-start sa row 3, mag-compute. Then, yung row 3 na entry, negative 2. So, yun ang representation ng row 3. So, para siya ay maging 0, magpa-plus ka ng 2. Times, kung nasan yung entry nakatapat niya dun sa column na may 1, dun mo siya i-multiply. So, times row 1. So, ito yung formula ang gagamitin natin. Same lang siya dito sa nakasulat sa ating file. Okay? So, para maging 0 siya, though isa lang yung target natin, lahat ng entry dun sa row niya, mababago rin kasi a-apply mo yung same formula. Okay? So, ang formula natin ay row 3 plus 2 times row 1. So, ito yung row 1, row 2, row 3. Ito yung sagot. Dapat ito yung maging sagot natin. So, alam natin dito sa left side, ito yung given, row 1, row 2, row 3. Yun lang titingnan yung row. Sa isa-isahin natin. Row 3, yung unang entry sa row 3, magkakatapat kapag ito sa solve, tapos ito, row 1. Kung ano magkakatapat ng entry sa row 3, row 1. So, ang lalagay natin dito, negative 2 plus, fix yung 2, ikaw nag-create ng formula, times, ano yung katapat niya ng entry dun sa taas, sa row 1, which is 1. So, when you solve this is 0. So, kaya naging 0 dito, unang sagot. Then, yung kasunod niya, 0. Ito. Apply the formula, 0, 0. So, 0 plus 2 times 0 is still 0. So, kaya ang nakalagay dito, 0 pa rin, dun sa ating sagot, dito sa right side na matrix. Anong kasunod niya? 1 saka 2. Sila yung magkatapat. Row 3, row 1. So, apply the formula, 1 plus 2 times 2. So, anong sagot? 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Kaya naging entry dito, 5. Final answer. And then lastly, negative 3 saka negative 3. Row 3, row 1, magkatapat. So, apply the same formula. Negative 3 nasa row 3 plus fixed formula 2 times negative 3. So, when you solve, 2 times negative 3, negative 6 plus negative 3, negative 9. Kaya nakalagay dito negative 9. As I've told you, though, ang target nyo, to become this one 0, this entry negative 2, all the entries in that row will be solved also because we're applying row operation. Okay? Next, how to solve this, how to apply all of these operations to solve for the missing value of variables. Example, solve. The one here at the left side, given. Solve x sub 1 plus x sub 2 plus x sub 3 is equal to 3, 2x sub 1 plus 3x sub 2 plus 7x sub 3 is equal to 3, is equal to 0, x sub 1 plus 3x sub 2 minus 2x sub 3 is equal to 17. Find the value of x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3. They stand for x, y, z. Ganun lang din siya. So first, make the augmented matrix of this system of equations. Lahat ng coefficient is separate dun sa variable. So, nakita niyo yung una, 1, 1, 1, 3. So, nakalagay dito, 1, 1, 1, 3. Then, yung second natin na equation, 2, 3, 7, 0. So, ito siya. Then, 1, 3, negative 2, 17. Ito siya. The next step, determine the reduced row echelon form, RREF, by applying row operations. So, dito na tayo. Ito yung target natin, as you can see at the right side. Kailangan magkaroon tayo ng 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Tapos may value ni x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3 here. So here are our first matrix. I just copied the augmented matrix here. First step, we need to make the entry in here, first row, first column, 1. And mathematically, it's 1 already, so no need to solve. So this is already 1. And then the other entries in that column, we need to change to zeros or make it zeros. This one. So paano gagawin natin? Kailangan kasi magkaroon tayo ng ganitong pattern. The one that I'm highlighting green in our pattern. Ganyan dapat. So create a formula for those one. The one highlighted purple. So dito, anong row ba yon? So meron tayong 3 rows dito. Row 1, row 1, row 2, row 3. So we need to compute first, hilera ng 2, yung purple na 2, row 2. Gawa natin siya ng formula. Kung ano yung kailangan nyo isolve, yun yung unahin nyo isulat. So row 2, then sa formula siya pa rin ang una. Okay, yung 2, paano siya magiging 0? So ima-minus ko siya sa 2, kasi 2 minus 2, 0, di ba? So minus 2, times, ano yung row na naka-highlight ng yellow? Times row 1. O, ganun siya lagi. Kung ano yung may 1, na dapat yung kahilera gagawin 0, dun mo siya lagi i-multiply. Lagi siya sa dulo nung ginawa niyong formula. Then row 3 naman, gawa natin ng formula is equal to, ano yung susolve nyo? Row 3. Yung 1, paano magiging 0? So para maging 0 yung 1 dun sa purple na naka-highlight na yon, ima-minus mo sa 1. So 1 minus 1, 0. So minus 1 times, ano yung naka-highlight ng yellow? Times row 1. So, as you can see here, row 3 minus 1 times row 1. Di ba any number multiplied by 1, nakakancel na yung 1. So, pwede ko naman tanggalin yung 1 times, yung 1 asterisk. So, lagay ko na lang row 3 minus row 1 na lang. Okay? Then, let's copy the entries in the first row. Kasi, hindi mo na siya isa-solve. Naka 1 na siya. Okay? 1 na siya. So, kailangan natin i-solve ito. So, gagawin ko dito, equal sign. Then, i-click ko yung row 2 nung previous table, table 1. B3. Then, minus 2, yung fixed formula, times row 1 nung current table. Yung table 2. B6. Enter. So, 0. Then, drag going to the right. So, ayan yung mga sagot. And then, next, para naman sa row 3, click equals, i-click nyo yung row 3 ng previous table, which is 1. Tapos, i-minus nyo sa row 1 ng current table, which is 1. Then, click enter, then drag going to the right. Ayan. So, we're done with this. Nagawa na natin siyang 100, the one that we're targeting here. Ito yung target natin. Okay? So, next one. Kailangan ko naman gawing 1 ito. This entry. Ayan. Eh, naka 1 na siya. So, automatically, wala ka nang kukomputin. So, ang kailangan mo na lang gawing zeros yung mga kahilera niya. This one. I'm highlighting green. Yung mga green na yan, kailangan gawin zeros. So, ang gagawin ko ngayon, I will copy the second row entry. Yung second row. Wala ka nang sasolve dun eh. So, 0, 1, 5, negative 6. Okay? Tapos, yung row 2, row 1 sa row 3, kailangan ko siyang gawing zeros. So, copyhin ko muna lahat. So, you will not be confused or get confused. Okay, so this one is already fixed. I will highlight yellow. Fixed na yan. Gawa natin ng formula yung row 1. Ito yung target natin. Maging 0 yan. Saka ito. Row 1 saka row 3. So, pag ginawa natin ng formula, row 1 equals row 1. Ang sasolve nyo. O, paano magiging 0 yung 1? Saan mo siya ima-minus or plus? So, minus 1. Times, kung ano yung naka-highlight ng yellow sa table 3. Anong row yon? Row 2. O, times row 2. So, 1 times row 2, just row 2 na lang. Then, yung row 3, gawa ng formula, row 3 is equal to row 3. O, saan mo paano magiging 0 yung 2? Saan mo siya ima-minus or plus? So, minus 2. Times, ano yung naka-highlight ng purple? Row 2. So, yun ang formula. So, let's manipulate the formula. So, equal sign here, dun sa green. So, sabi, row 1 daw ng previous table, minus row 2 nitong current table natin. So, solve natin, 0 na siya. Then, drag going to the right and left. Ayan. And then, yung third row, apply the formula. So, equal sign, i-click nyo na to. Then, row 3 ng previous table, which is 2, minus 2 times row 2 nung current table natin. Ayan. So, 0, drag going to the right and left. Ayan. Okay, we're done. Nagawa na natin tong 1 and the rest, nagawa na natin siyang 0. So, we're done with this. Ang kailangan na lang natin yung kasunod. Kailangan natin gawing 1 ito. Itong entry na naka-highlight ng orange. Tapos, the rest ng kasama niya, kailangan kong gawing 0. So, paano gagawin ko para maging 1 siya? So, copy ko lahat yung mga entry na yan. So, you'll not get confused. And let's create formula. 0, 1, 5, negative 6, and 0, 0, negative 13, and 26. So, ito, kailangan ko siyang gawing 1. And the rest, zeros. Green ko muna. Ayan. So, pag ginawa ko siya ng formula, yung negative 13, saan ko siya i-multiply para maging 1. Gagamitin mo row operation yung pangalawa. Kasi yun lang naman yung ginagamit. Even operation, row operation 1, para maging 1. Eh, wala naman tayong pwedeng i-switch or i-trade na rows or pagbaligta rin. Kasi wala namang 1 dun sa kahilera niya. So, gagamitin mo yung row operation 2. So, ako siya i-multiply para mawala. Para maging 1 na lang siya. So, row 3 yung kino-compute nyo is equal to row 3 times, o kaya, ang gawin nyo na lang, divide nyo na lang sa negative 13. Yan ang gagawin. O kaya, times 1 over negative 13 para siya maging 1. So, equal sign tayo dito. Solve na natin. Row 3 ng previous table divided by negative 13. Ayan, 1 na siya. Then, drag going to the right and left. Yan, naging 1 na. Ito target natin. Barahin natin yung iba. The next, paano to gagawing zeros, yung mga kahilera? So, para gawing zeros, copyhin ko siya ulit dito. Dito ko siya gagawin ng separate formula. So, you'll not get confused again. 0, 1, 5, negative 6. 0, 0, 1, negative 2. So, kailangan ko itong gawing zeros. So, pag ginawa nyo yung formula, row 1 yan is equal to row 1. Negative 4. Saan ko siya ipa-plus para maging 0? So, plus 4. Times, anong row yung naka-highlight ng yellow? Row 3. Ganun siya lagi. Kung ano yung naka-highlight ng yellow, siya lagi yung dulo. Saan mo siya multiply. Tapos yung row 2, doon mo lagi sisimulan kung ano yung kailangan mong computein. 5, paano magiging 0? So, minus 5 times row 3. Apply the formula is equal sign row 1 ng previous table plus 4 times row 3 nitong current table. So, 0 na siya. Drag going to the right and left. Ayan. Hindi na bago yung iba. So, ganun yung row operation. Hindi kailangan mabago yung iba. Bawal. Tapos yung 5 para maging 0 is equal to row 2 ng previous table minus 5 times row 3 nitong current table natin, D23. Drag going to the right and going to the left. Okay, so as you notice, we're done. We made what we're targeting for. So nagawa na natin ito na 100, 010, 001. Tapos may value na sa dulo. So, ayan yung value ni x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3. So, x sub 1 is equal to 1, x sub 2 is equal to 4, then x sub 3 is equal to negative 2. Final answer.